Good afternoon, everyone. I'm really sorry I couldn't make it to the session in person, but I didn't want to forego the opportunity to participate in the discussion and therefore this video participation. This is a topic very close to me that I think is very important, how we are progressing on gender balance and gender inclusion. And I do believe that we're probably not progressing enough. So any discussion or any activity to raise awareness is what I believe. My name is Rita. I'm a project manager at F6S, involved usually in designing and managing open calls and have been involved in European funded projects for a very long time. I'm participating in DEMETER, where we've had 2 open calls. I don't have the exact numbers regarding statistics of the open call applications because these are not easy to gather when we are accepting applications from companies. But I can tell you that in the first open call, we have selected 10 projects and 9 of them completed their activities and 1 of them was led by a woman. And in the second open call, we have 5 projects running and 1 of them is led by a woman. So although it seems that our statistics have been improved from one to the other, this still seems quite low. And when I look at the pipeline of applicants, it seems that the vast majority of companies are led by male participants or entrepreneurs and not female. And I guess this is a common opinion, not only in the agri-food sector, but if I look at other sectors where I work in open calls, that happens as well. In my perspective, one of the problems we may be facing is that I do believe, or I have seen, that some of these discussions around gender inclusion and gender balance usually involve much more female than male participants. And that, I think, is probably our first problem. So until our discussions are gender balanced, we won't be able to achieve gender balance in the working environment or in the setup or the framework that we want. So that is maybe our biggest challenge at the moment, continuing to raise awareness, but then getting everyone involved in the discussion and coming together around the table. When I look at the open calls and when we look at proposals in general, you may have dealt with the same situation where sometimes this gender little question or gender section it's just something annoying that applicants feel they have to fill in, writing whatever theoretical argument or artificial argument to get some extra points in an otherwise annoying section of the proposal. And this is then maybe on us when we are designing the project or when we are applying to define these sections in another way. So asking for specific inputs in a very pragmatic way, how projects or companies or applications are pushing to raise awareness or doing something different to really increase gender inclusion, and also brief our evaluators on what not to accept or what not to rate. So I have seen evaluators just saying if there are a couple of lines there, then I'll give it something or some points without considering the content at all. And then we can see some artificial situations where applicants, for example, write that they will encourage employment from female and male. And just as a side note, we keep referring to only 2 genders, so that could be another entire discussion. But they will have a policy of gender balance and equal opportunities. And then you look at the team and 95 99, 100% of the people involved in the project are all male and not female. So it seems that sometimes the words don't match the actions that the company has had in the past. So I think we need to continue raising awareness, and we need to find a way to involve everyone and bring everyone to the table. And in our case, or in the open calls case, that could be involving in the application and then in the evaluation. That being said, I also would like to talk about opportunities. So where do we go from here? How do we encourage female entrepreneurs and companies, CEOs, or whatever is the position, to step forward, bring their ideas, be creative, and participate actively in whatever sector they are working, not only agri-food. And there are several opportunities that should be encouraged and can be used for this, that are not designed for women, so that are designed for everyone, but I'm not sure that everyone is getting the message. So I would like to focus a little bit on that. Maybe encourage everyone to know that in the F6S innovation site, we have a bunch of opportunities from projects that we manage. A lot of them have open calls or some other schemes. And there are interesting opportunities that can be relevant for this domain. So if anyone goes to innovation.f6s.com, you can see the list of projects, and some interesting opportunities is, for example, the project Bioeconomy Ventures is offering an acceleration program for entrepreneurs in the bioeconomy sector, for bioeconomy-based startups and spin-offs. So there's no funding, but there's an interesting acceleration program. Then there is the project The Rural that has cascade funding for agriculture and social services and health, also bringing interesting opportunities towards the end of this year. So take a look. There is Kiklos, a project about circularity and circular economy that has a part of smart cities and sustainability. So there could be some crossing points here as well. And then I have CESA, that includes also cascade funding around energy, climate change, and the environment that could be interesting. And then there are other projects already starting, such as zero waste, again, also in circular economy. We will have Foodity already in Horizon Europe with open calls. So there is a bunch of opportunities that maybe we can encourage female entrepreneurs to apply and provide lessons learned on how to maximize their opportunities and how to leverage their work and bring it forward and scale it to other opportunities. So I would love to stay in touch and be informed about whatever discussion and results and brainstorming you can achieve, and continue to progress in this path that, although it may seem slow at some points or at some parts, it's definitely moving forward, and we're definitely getting some results. So I encourage all of us to keep going. Okay, thank you very much and have an amazing session. Thank you.